what was the training like, I guess, during COVID? Because obviously, you guys couldn't practice, I guess, with the team, right? I'm not sure exactly the rules on that, but I'm sure it's similar with all the Ivies. So were you just trying to do freestyle, or what was the move there?
It was a disaster with just like COVID and how the Ivies. I won't put my personal take on it, but how it was just handled. But we couldn't work out of the Penn wrestling room. We all Penn facilities were closed. So the PRTC really came in hand. We found a way. We're located in Philly, so we drove basically 20 minutes every day to this place called Underground Wrestling Club, 20 minutes from Philly, and we worked out of there the entire year. So it was basically freestyle focused because Coach Slay, the Penn coaches were heavily involved with it too. But I look back at that time and like we really like all of our team, like no one was required to be on campus, but we still had nearly every one of our guys when our season was canceled. Like our practices in this place in New Jersey was basically like a team practice. Like everyone still came together, and I think we really made strides as a team that year. And then it showed the following year when we finally had a season. Like we started breaking into national rankings as a team. Had 9 NCAA qualifiers. So I really think that that year where we had no season, we made a lot of gains.
That must have been tough. I mean, to wrestle uh, off campus, away from everyone, and then you guys having to sit out as an Ivy League school while everyone else got to compete. I mean, how was that like watching some of those guys who you've beaten, you're scrapping with, you're right there in the national ranks with, they get to go on and still have a season and you guys are at home training?
It was tough, like thinking like, man, like these guys are getting like just another shot at like NCAs when we can't do anything about it. So that was very frustrating that this was just basically a free year that we couldn't get. During that time I took a gap year. So I was basically unenrolled from school. So I had an internship that I gained a lot of experience from. So I think I gained a lot of ground outside of wrestling in that aspect. But the thing that our coaches really preached to us at that time was listen, like we can't control what the decision was, but we can control is how we're going to handle this situation, how we can gain ground right now, how we can move forward as a program so that when we do get our season back going into the following year, that we'll be ready and we'll be making gains.